Not a single person.
Those kids,
What kids?
all the kids from the high school were supposed to be online today because they need their credit for a government class.
Yep.
What's your senior portfolio?
Not all the kids. Some
Hey, they
kids.
can come and work for me tomorrow. I got to give them a shovel. I need to.
I know,
Yeah, it's a
when you
public
said
meeting we
that,
have to go
Krista,
to,
I
is what
texted
they have to
Yesenia
do.
and I was like, are you
Community
supposed to be in
service,
this?
they can get for
And
that.
she
Yeah,
said
we're
she
not
already
for the
did hers,
service,
so.
all you
Yeah, I
want.
was like, what? I didn't know about it.
Okay, I'm calling the meeting to order. What are we at? 6:03. Hold on, I'm going over. to the direction. They're supposed to be. Okay, yeah, roll call. So we have no one online. That's very disappointing. We have Shelby, the 4 board members. We are missing David.
Yep.
And Ted.
Missing Ted too.
Ted's here.
I just meant that we have Ted, sorry. Do we have, I do have an adjustment to this meeting agenda. So under SDAO Consulting Services Updates, we are gonna talk a little bit more in detail. George, we're gonna let George talk about what he expects to have happen on that March 7th date in comparison to what Tago has. It looks like she was trying to figure out whether she's supposed to be responsible for any of that. And I'm gonna let George update us on that, okay?
And I didn't get take those minutes. I didn't get her report.
Yeah, yeah.
It was,
It was attached to Ted's.
yeah, and so was the maintenance one. All of them.
They
were
were-
all-
I have them though, so I'll.
Here.
And then
I can make copies real quick.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get them.
I also did want to talk about the rec center a little bit. If we could add that.
So, I'm sorry, Norma, what?
I did want to talk a little bit about the rec center.
Under new benefits.
Can you be more specific?
Yes, it's freezing in there. It's freezing in the
So
bathroom when you go.
the
from-
temperature?
Yeah, the temperature
Okay,
in the
so I'm gonna
bathroom.
put here temperature of the rec center. Temperature, rec center,
Where do we have that on new business?
number 9, and I'll put Norma, okay? Okay, and then George, you're gonna wanna read Tycho's
Okay.
minutes before you get to that one. Okay, John, anything?
Nope.
Okay, somebody make a motion to approve the agenda.
You had asked about the
Okay, first
BCBA
two
thing.
pages is,
Were you wanting the
maintenance
BCBA
thing.
survey?
Let's take this one.
Oh,
Were we wanting to add that?
yes, just to glance it over, so let's put it under new business. The BCDA, you guys all got it,
Survey results.
yeah, survey.
Mhm.
We're gonna make quick thing of this. Okay, Corbin says he's supposed to be logging in, so let me know when he pops up.
You can yell at them.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Yep, I have all that. Okay. Oh, did you make a motion? Sorry. Did somebody make a motion to approve the agenda?
I can, yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented and the additions.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. The minutes of the previous board meeting. Where are the minutes? Oh, where are my minutes?
Oh my gosh, did I not give them to you guys?
Oh, yeah, I don't have them.
We're missing, I feel like we're missing a lot.
Dang it. I was gonna be like, hey, has everybody read these? But yeah, I guess I
Sorry.
haven't.
I typed them. I just forgot to print them.
Can you go print them for us? I think we have to have
We
them.
have to look
Okay.
at them.
Yeah, all right, so let's
Sorry
move
about
past
that.
that real quick. Financial statements and correspondences. So on the financials, I think we're actually right on track. It looks like we have a lot of money in our LGIP account. And we have, just remember at the end of this year, we have 40,000 being transferred over to our equipment reserve, and we have 100,000 being put into our park expansion. So our park expansion will be up at, gosh, 409. And our equipment reserve will be up at 85,000. And it looks like We have our big payment due in June, but we have obviously that money because it comes from the public. And then the boat dock, somebody else explain that thing to me because I get lost. So out balance as of 120 was 72, payment due 6/1 of 12,000. But then in parentheses, it says 1,200 annual mortgage still outstanding. We have 1,051 in fees collected to put towards next year's payment. So we have mortgage that's outstanding, but we have fees that's being prepaid. I guess two separate things, so.
Thank you.
Thank you. While you're walking around,
I'm gonna make a copy of this.
so the 1,200 annual mortgage still outstanding, that's for this year? Okay.
That would be,
And
No, you do the same for me.
then the 1,051, that's prepaid for next year.
no, that's
Oh.
actually dailies that we have taken in since we finished the boat dock
Oh.
payment for this year.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
extra that's just sitting there that we can apply
Towards next.
towards
year.
next year's payment.
Okay.
But you're saying this 1,200 is from someone that still hasn't paid.
Correct.
We don't know if the guy's alive or not, because he doesn't answer his phone. In fact, all the phone numbers that we have are all disconnected.
Yeah.
And won't.
Okay,
The letter.
is this the guy from Utah?
No, he lives in Cove, Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 80, last I know, he's like 86, 87 years old.
Okay, well, that's, we do two ways. I know that
Those should be at the very end. John.
Katie
I
called
didn't see
down
them.
and
Oh,
had
They
uh,
should be. I put them at the very,
the
very end.
detective
Yeah, I
I
didn't.
saw,
see
I
it.
Rose
see
and-
him now.
look
you
up
see 'em?
somebody
I don't
that
have
was
that.
out here. He can do the same. He can look up and
See,
find
I
out.
have
He may
it.
not have tags
Go
on his
past it.
boats. Last I saw, I think they got straight.
There it is.
But we
That's
might
what
have
it's
an old
for.
record.
Okay, 'cause we-
Oh my
even
gosh.
if it's not that, I mean, we just need
Oh
the
my
name.
I think the Taco's is
and
for,
down
which
in
one's
Cove.
Taco's?
Well,
The
he'll-
recreation
he
one?
makes- He'll do a
This one?
search.
Yeah, Ron.
We-
Murphy.
That's-
What's the last name?
That's.
Ron Murphy.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
So let me text Rosie.
Wait, what?
His name's Ron Murphy. Captain Ron, that's what we always call him.
What are we
Shelby,
talking about?
is there anything in that email that you sent us? It had the board packet and then
The very bottom
Oh.
should be the Zoom meeting info.
yeah. Okay, so I just need to forward it without attachments then.
Yep.
Are they not
I
able to
didn't-
get in?
The teacher sent them all the wrong one.
Oh, that sucks.
Does anybody know how to spell tarantula?
I don't think I-
TARANTULA.
Stop, say that again.
TARANTULA.
TARANT.
I have to say it in Spanish. That's how it's spelled.
That was right?
Hmm.
I'll back to that in a second. The geo bond, that'll look normal. Oh, just FYI, everybody. So this little sheet, page 3, tells us that we have, I was wrong, we are on a 25-year geo bond. So in case we go to this little meet and greet on. Anybody ask any questions on the interviews? We have a 25-year geo bond. Okay,
Okay.
and we are, we started this in 15 and we are,
7 years in.
yeah. Yeah, 7 years in, okay, of
24.
a 25, a 25-year
We'll all be dead by then.
bond.
Speak for yourself.
I know, I
Corbin
was.
dot
you guys
Price,
fucking-
moralsd.org. Corbin
super
dot
young.
Price, moralsd.org.
Yeah.
Corbin. Oh, right there. He's gonna send it to all of his friends. Should have just got their little honeys down here. Pisses me off. All right. Bank of VO loan, don't care. That's all normal. Oh, doc loan from general, that we don't care.
I thought we were reading.
Okay, page 6 and 7. Shelby, I'll let you pick up on page 6 and 7.
Okay, so this is the statement of revenues for the park. First column is January of this year, second column, January of last year. Third column, July through January of this year. Fourth column is July through January of last year. Total revenue so far for the park for this fiscal year is $920,589.02. Total expenditures, which is on page 7, is $454,916,485. So we have a net revenue of $465,681.17 for the park.
That pavilion rental revenue looks like it's on the wrong line. I was looking at that, I'm like, we didn't take
Which one?
400, it's right in between the 476 and the 2475. It's on the wrong line item or something. I'm assuming.
No,
not.
it's a category. That's why it does that. So
Oh.
it does the category and then it puts it down below.
Okay. Okay,
Next up is the balance sheet. So the accounts receivable that is up at the top in the assets, 72,411.95. That is the money due from the boat dock to the general. Nothing in accounts payable. We do have unearned revenue of 238,215. So again, that's money that we've collected for reservations that have not been completed yet.
okay.
The next page is the budget to actual. This would have been as of Thursday last week. So as of Thursday last week, we had 978,243.04 in resources. And 433,460.77 that we had spent out in requirements.
Hold on, I had a
Any
question.
questions on that?
I did when I was looking over, I can't remember now.
Good thing is it's in the black, even
Oh,
though
yeah.
it's a black and the white column,
Yeah.
piece of paper, right?
Yep.
It's in the black.
It's so funny.
Okay. Norma, did you figure out what your?
I
question was
can't
on?
remember. I know when I was looking at it, I was like, wait a minute, but that was like last week, so
Come back. All
I
right,
can't remember.
go ahead, 11, page 11.
So the next up is the checking account activity for the park. So the reason it shows a negative in the deposits is because we transferred 170,000 cash over to the LGIP for rainy day savings. So don't freak when you see that the deposits are in negative. They're actually not. But we did have a total disbursements of 65,290.99.
So it's a credit it's a debit in the credit column, is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
It's, yeah, the way
Right.
the transfer does when you do cash is it does it as it puts it in the deposit column when you run the reports, even though it's
Right.
actually money coming out, yeah.
On the 18th, special district, 9,000.
Mhm. Yeah, I think, okay.
That would
Oh,
have been our yearly general liability insurance.
Okay.
yeah.
I think that's what it was. And the IRS treasury, which obviously you have to pay them.
Yep.
Boy, the camping looks good.
Man, we're almost where we're at a full year left.
Line
for a
13.
whole year.
Yep.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Jeez, Ted.
Yep, so top is the cash,
50,
so
50,000.
we took in 143,736 in cash for campground reservations in January. And because we had so many long terms,
Look at it.
1,583 nights.
Look at the difference
We're
in the
booked.
rentals even,
Yeah.
camping sites. It's
Yep.
like another 600 rentals. Jeez. Okay. All right, cool.
Okay.
14 and 15.
Oh, we got people, Corbin's jumping on. Okay, Corbin is on,
Corbin, can you hear us?
says he's trying to connect to audio.
All right. Um,
Okay, first column is January this year, second column, July through January. Third column, January last year. Fourth column, July through January last year. So far this year, total revenue, 479,561.75. Total expenditures, 669,651.08, which gives us a net loss of 190,089. $190,089.33. Now, keep in mind, that does include.
I love how she's like, wait.
So it does include the transfer to debt service of that 130,000. So in 3 years, when we don't have to transfer that for the Bank of EO loan,
Okay,
so keep that in
it
mind.
wouldn't be so
It
bad.
wouldn't be so bad.
Okay,
That's in
So we're
3
gonna-
years.
It
We're
is in 3 years,
we're gonna put a line here that
But
says
I'm
Bank
just
of VO.
trying to give you the silver lining.
Yeah, go for it. We won't go anywhere without you, Ted.
So silver lining, if that was already paid off,
It'd only be
We're gonna have-
it'd only be
60,000.
60,000
Yeah.
loss.
Right.
So
That's
And then
not
just to
that bad.
reiterate, the grants of 147,526, that is was that COVID money?
the grants, no, that
is
was the school district.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was the school district money.
Gotcha. School district busing, summer rec.
Yep. And we did, so you'll see, we've got 116,867.85 from the CREZ.
Yeah,
We did actually receive another 17,000 and some change this month from them, so you'll see it on next month's report.
perfect.
So we
Remind
got a
us-
total of 134 from them.
Okay, remind us of that when we get there.
On the daddy daughter dance, like, is
Yes.
it advertised anywhere else besides just on Facebook and maybe the
I have no idea,
newspaper?
you'd have to ask Tico,
Oh, okay.
because Tessa is the one handling all of the
Okay.
advertising on that.
Okay. Cause I only see $30.
Anybody else have any questions on that part? All right, 16, 17.
Oh, you're talking pages.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm still.
Okay, so accounts receivable, 5,000. What is that? That one is Boardman Foods. They still owe for their 2021 sponsorship
This is board.
of the
member.
multi-purpose room. So that's what that is.
Okay,
No accounts payable. The unearned revenue. So last time you guys asked about why it was unearned versus
Oh,
being
yeah.
counted as revenue. So I did contact the auditors on this, and they said that we can count it as revenue now, but here's the downside. At the end of the year, we still have to estimate how much of that revenue is technically unearned, because even though we don't give refunds, it is something that's not a tangible item that's physical and somebody has right here. It is something that is used over time. And when it's used over time, you have to keep it in unearned revenue until they've actually used that portion of it. We can, if we ever, so there's what they call an allowable amount that we can pass on. If we ever get to where our unearned revenue is $90,000 or more, we have to count it as unearned. Right now, we're not at that threshold. So we could count it as revenue if that is a way you guys wanted to go, but
Yeah,
I
we-
still have to
That's
go
what I
through
said.
and
I was like,
estimate it.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, just leave it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
leave it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say we would
You've
still
got
have to
it-
go
you've
through
got-
and do the estimate
You've
and
got
all of
us
it.
through this hump of learning what you're
Right.
saying, and don't change it back, I say.
Right,
Okay.
right.
I just wanted you guys to know I did look into it and this is where we're at. So
That's exactly the look on my face when she told me the first time. I was like, oh,
Hey,
yeah, no, leave it
I
alone.
did my due diligence. I did what you
I,
guys told
and
me
I
to do.
appreciate
So,
that. Thank you.
okay, budget to actual, year-to-date resources for the pool, 554,693.81.
That's not even half of what we budgeted.
That's why it makes me laugh when they increase our friggin' budget by 300 and something thousand.
We're optimistic that we're gonna get grants. I will just say that. Total requirements that we have sent out, 695, 364, 66.
Okay,
So we did get new weight and cardio equipment. Oh, that's just for the year. Sorry.
when's the bill for the Peloton bikes? Is that February's billing? Well, that
It'll
okay.
show on February's statement.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. Next report is the bank account activity for the pool. Total deposits was 65,495.26. Total disbursements, $81,050.46.
And that 28,000 for special districts
That was the general liability insurance
for the rec.
for the rec center.
Okay.
Does that include our insurance for the sport teams and all that?
So the only insurance that we cover for the sport teams is general liability. So it doesn't actually cover the people if they get injured. It just covers if those people damage something at a facility. Yes,
right.
so yes, it does
Okay.
cover that.
All right.
Next two pages, 23 and 24 are the stats, the scans. So far, let's see, January, we had 4,177 total scans, daily average of 135. This month, we're on track for a daily average of 139.
9.
Compared to last year's January, which we were closed almost the whole week.
9 people came in on the 13th.
We were
Yeah.
open on the 13th. I thought we were.
Well,
closed on
that's
Sunday.
24-hour access.
Yeah,
Oh.
that would be 24-hour
Gotcha,
access.
gotcha,
So any
okay.
Sundays that were closed, they still scan.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Somebody move to approve the financials and then we'll go back to the minute.
Also move.
Okay.
All in favor?
Okay.
All right.
Corbin, can you hear us?
He said he could.
You
We
do?
just can't hear him.
Okay, that's fine, as long as he can hear us.
Oh, he's got himself muted, that's
Yeah.
why.
just-
That's all right.
All righty.
Just don't want him sitting there, can't hear anything, just look at us.
Perfect move, perfect move. Teenager.
He's playing video games, watching it, he's having it on there.
Oh, probably. I don't know how I'm supposed to sign off or something when they're on Zoom. You know what I mean? Supposed to
Yeah.
sign off that they attended when it could be their little sibling. Okay. Take just a second to read through this real quick.
The minutes. Yeah, what you're saying? Yeah.
So whenever you guys are ready, somebody can make a motion. on you guys.
Yep, looks good.
Move that we accept the minutes as presented. Not seeing mistakes.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Aye. Alrighty. Shelby, are we, district policy updates? The only thing that I saw in your minutes that we had covered last time was something about doing background checks, and I know everybody's been busy, don't feel bad if you have not checked on it, but you were gonna check with the SDAO to see if they had a template policy for doing background checks.
Which I gave to you guys last time.
Oh,
You guys were going to review it and then discuss it at this meeting, so that's why it's on there again as employee background checks is the last old business item.
oh yeah, there it is. You gave it to us last time?
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
and it's just a template, so it doesn't have, I did not adjust it at all. And
okay.
since we didn't really discuss it last time, once you guys have put this in place, before you guys actually approve it, we have to send it back to Spencer to make sure it's all legal and legit, even with your list of things that are acceptable and not acceptable.
Okay. Did either of you two read it over, review it? I didn't either.
Just that day. Look at it.
Does anybody want to table that, or how do you guys feel about it? Do you want to come back to it?
Yes.
Let's come back
Back
to
to
it.
it. If we have time, we'll come back to that then. Irrigation GPS update. Ted,
Yeah, the system is ready to go, and we've been out flagging some valves and stuff. And I believe next week, or maybe even Friday, Craig and Gina are gonna go around and GTF all the valves, the Gina knows about, so. And I'll do the rest.
nice, okay. In about a week for Ted. Hopefully when it gets warmer.
Wow.
Okay, so, SDAO consultant services update. So we all received our email from Bob, okay, this morning or yesterday, whenever it was. And I had questions about it, only because I'm going to ask him tomorrow about the fact that he did a great job of lining out exactly what needs to happen that day. But I need to be able to tell Shelby whether, what she's supposed to be posting this under, because I'm assuming that we're not going to come back here and discuss in open session, are we? About that? It would have to be an executive session again, correct? And then we move back out into the
Yep.
public meeting to say what our choice is, just like we did before, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'll ask him about that. Did anybody else have any additional comments on this that you want me to ask him tomorrow? I mean, it looked like a pretty good lineup.
Yeah, I felt like it was fine.
Okay. I guess I did want to, I'll make a note here.
So we did want to talk about sound system and all
Yeah,
that good
Yep,
stuff.
I'll get to that second, but I'm gonna make a note to see if we can loop back in Ted, Ted needs to know because he needs to clear his day.
Yeah.
One, and
Ted, you're gonna have the greatest day of your life. You're gonna talk
Oh.
to so many new people. It's gonna be great. I know you're excited about it.
he's gonna be so excited about it. Ted, you are giving 4 tours on the 7th, Ted.
Okay, so you're gonna interview the person first?
So according to this, we are interviewing at 10, 11, 1:15 and 2:15. And you're doing tours at 10, 11, 1:15 and 2:15.
Oh, I thought we were all doing tour.
No,
Oh, wait, I'm
no.
so confused.
No,
So the interviews are going to be at the rec center or here?
at the port.
Oh, at the port. that's
Yeah.
right. Okay, you're doing 2 sets of interviews?
Yeah, so basically he's alternated these 4 people to be where one of them will be with us, one will be with you, one will be with the community panel.
Oh, okay,
And then he just rotates them.
okay,
So you're gonna pick somebody up at the port every time and then drop them off.
Okay, and I'm showing them the parks in the town
The rec center,
and the rec center.
yeah,
You don't
And you
necessarily
only
have to show
have
the
an hour.
town. You only got an
So-
hour, so
yeah, you
Wait.
do not have to. show
here
the
and
town.
there's
It's
plenty.
basically the park and the rec center.
So why are we not interviewing here? Is it too small?
There's a lot of traffic.
Because we're only gonna have one person here at a time.
How
Right?
are you, so how are you
We're,
gonna?
we're interviewing
public
one
health?
at a time,
Yeah.
and the community members are interviewing another person at the same time.
Oh, over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
So
both,
we're all gonna
Both
be over
panels
there.
are
Yes.
for, yeah.
Okay.
And say you're gonna have a hard time keeping public and employees out of this office all day.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
that'd be really hard. Yeah, so here,
It just didn't
I'll
sound.
give this to you,
what I
but you're
thought in my
my
head.
tour guide here.
Okay.
And so, yeah, 10 to basically 2:15 was your last one, but
And then.
basically an hour for each of them to see the rec center and the park.
Well, that's only an
45.
hour. I mean, I can show them a lot. in an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that,
You're gonna be flying on that.
plus they're
keyboard.
gonna
Or in
ask
the
tons of
truck.
And I'm
questions.
gonna be interviewing them myself, so that's.
That's
really
correct.
good.
That's correct.
Good, good, that's great. All right, so I'm gonna put a note here, when can we loop in our coordinator here? When can we loop in Ted and Shelby? Okay, and I'm gonna make a note here that Shelby needs to post again. Okay, and then in this email, of course, he was asking about the I didn't realize, so basically Takeo wanted to know, did you read Takeo's report yet?
I did.
Okay, so you go ahead and discuss what you thought, because Takeo is wanting to know whether you wanted the center shut down, and I don't think we should. because
Yeah,
the whole point
no.
of having it there is so the community can come in and
Well,
I think it'd be
witness
kind of
whatever
nice.
they
for-
want.
Okay, so our situation is if, depends on how many people are there, we may have to be into the gym.
So I got the impression they were gonna shut down the activities, but the rec center is open to the public.
You think
Is
there will
that-
be a lot of people that we can't do it in the Zumba room?
It just depends. I know normally I would say that should be fine. But
Yeah.
if we get a lot, we're gonna have to extend into the
I mean, we could
Going to the
also say,
gym.
hey, can you guys go look around while, that way people are rotating in and out,
2
maybe?
hours. No, it's not gonna be, and I don't know if you've ever gone to those,
No, to
Okay.
the,
to
Yeah.
when they do meet. and
oh yeah,
greets.
I've done one, yeah.
Okay, well, it just depends on how many people we have
But we're
there.
not gonna be over there, we're gonna be at the rec center, so it's
That's what I'm
different.
saying.
So what
So
time is that?
that's from 4 to 6. Well,
Did you
4:15.
want-
4:15 to 6.
Shelby wants to say something.
So from a planning perspective, if
Mhm.
you're anticipating it being bigger, you'd be better off to advertise that it's gonna be in the gym than to try and advertise the small room and move into the gym.
Correct.
So,
Yeah, and he's wanting chairs, which means
Well-
we have to put down flooring if it's gonna be in the gym.
Yeah,
Well,
Like,
no, no,
but that
technically
would
we
be the
don't.
same in the aerobics room too, because it's the same
Technically, we don't.
flooring.
All you have to do is just have the bleachers out if it's in
Yeah.
the gym. That's just places for some people to sit if they want to sit.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
because most
That's
people
all
aren't
it's
gonna
talking
sit. There's gonna be
So,
some that will, but
You're gonna be, I like the gym better anyways. One is you can kind of have people
Spread 'em
four
out.
corners and people can kind of go where they
Right.
want to go. 2 hours, taking up 2 hours isn't asking a whole lot.
Okay, so Taker's wanting to know what you want her role to be in this. Do you just need her to clear the half of the
just
gym?
have, yeah, have the gym. Not, you
The
don't
whole
want any
gym.
noise in there.
Whole gym.
It's the whole
Yeah.
gym.
The whole gym for
The
that?
whole
day?
gym or nothing.
Okay, then I
Like-
need you to coordinate that with her, because she's confused about what she's supposed to have shut down and what she's not supposed to have shut down.
Okay.
Okay,
We've only talked on phone when I originally set it up with her, so,
okay. So I'm gonna let you deal with that, okay?
okay, as for the flyers, I'm assuming SDO is doing that.
I
It
don't know
says-
anything
so-
about
yes,
it.
they
says
are.
on
According
here.
to what the
Yeah.
email,
Yeah, he says that he'll bring the flyers, because it's gonna have a little bit of a thing on there where if they wanted to write down observations.
no,
they
we're
could.
talking about flyers to advertise.
Advertising.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
I thought he said something about that. Event
I will-
advertising, last bullet. He can do a news release is what it
Please
said.
arrange through print, social media, email, signage,
So we have
advertisement
to do
of the
that.
event. You may want to consider
So-
paid advertisement in the local, no, we're not doing that. Reaching out to the patrons of the pool rec center through email would be good. Writing a news release if so desired.
So we have to do that.
Which, that shouldn't be tough, because we can
No.
just post it on our, we can post it on our site.
Right,
We could ask the chamber to post it and
Right.
they'll blast.
And the
they'll post it.
newspaper is not due till the 20.
newspaper
good.
wet charges is
I
like
said-
$100.
Do they really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's, I mean, we could put it in the North Moore Times. if you
Yeah,
guys
that's what I
wanted it to go
mean.
In a paper, I just have to notify Lynn by Friday,
Yeah, that's what I meant. The
That's
North
by
Moore
this
Times.
Friday, because
And that's
it'll,
local, so
yeah.
that would make sense.
Yeah,
Okay,
But if we
That's
just
the
get it, if they
newspaper
just
also.
post it on ours and also the chamber blasts out to a bunch of different things, so.
so posted from 4:15 to 6, March 7th, and we're calling it a
meet and greet.
meet and greet for the Boardman Park and Rec
candidate,
District Manager
candidate forum,
candidates in the North Morrow Times. So I'm gonna put here, North. And then is it you that takes care of the website, or is that something Takeo would do?
No, I do.
Okay, so do you want to be responsible for that too?
Yep.
Okay. North Morrow Times and the website.
oh yeah, maybe reaching out to all the patrons of the pool.
And then a flyer. Do you have somebody else you can assign to the flyer? Do you want to do the flyer? Do you want George to do his own flyer? What?
He would
Flyer
like to-
are we putting them up? Just.
Well, like, it'll need to be like on the door of the rec center or something,
oh,
just to
I can do
say,
that.
okay.
I wonder if they can hand
oh, in
them
the
out.
chamber.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay,
I did like the idea of George's flyer, because I think you'd make some cool drawings, so. Great. I think he's thinking that.
okay, Shelby, if any of this is something that is overburdening your already horrific workload, then just say so and we will step in with our little drawing programs.
John's over there just laughing, laughing,
I love
and
it.
laughing.
You guys work for the school, you should have something that would be pretty. Okay,
So he said he could help with news release if we wanted him to.
yeah, but that's,
The news release, it would, I mean,
it's just gonna be a,
it's just gonna be,
yeah,
it would actually be like a full-on press release. and We don't necessarily need that. We just need
No.
to have just a little blurb saying
Yeah.
that we're having a meet and greet.
yeah,
Mm.
mainly our townspeople is who we want it to get out to.
Yeah.
The chamber will be a huge helpful thing with that, and just word of mouth in general. Okay, and then sound system. George, is that,
Is there any sound system up there?
I don't think so.
The only
Okay.
thing
So
they
I will get
have
hold of
are just-
David.
They just
at the high
have the
school,
speaker
see if
that
we
they
use theirs.
use in the pool area, but it's not a
Now,
full sound
we'll
system.
talk to David, right? I'm sure they'll let us borrow it.
okay, George, you're gonna be in charge of that?
Yeah, we used to have one, but somebody stole it.
And then, George, what about the,
Did you report that?
Well, what's the sound, like, let me ask a question for this, like, are we talking about for the forum, like afterwards, what do they need a sound system for?
so he's gonna ask them like an impromptu question they have to answer, and he wants a speaker for them to be able to answer so everybody can hear him.
Okay, I can look at that.
That's gonna echo in that gym really bad.
I will try it out.
Yeah,
It may be easier without. And again, maybe we're in the smaller room and it.
he
won't
just
have
wants
as
it to
much.
reach, so
I get it,
it'd
I
be
get
better to have it.
Yep.
Okay. Refreshments, so Takeo brought that up as well. She wants to know if you want her to do anything, I think.
Well, I
on
talked to her
that.
about it,
Okay,
on that, so, because I know she does a bakery thing and
Okay,
I
so
think
there's
it's
we
outside of
can't do that.
yeah,
Can't do it because she's an employee. If she does it, she'd have to donate it.
yeah,
don't
no,
mind
let's
that.
just keep that separate.
Yeah.
So,
All right,
I'll
So,
take care.
but I guess my question is, do you want to talk to her about coordinating, getting the refreshments from somebody and setting it all up?
Yep, I'll talk to her.
Okay, and let her know how much to expect, which we don't know, but whatever anybody else has ever done on.
Yep,
the
we'll
city
just
board.
plan on what other ones, but and I still don't know where that take goes.
It should be at the very back of your
The very
report.
back.
It's like the last 2 pages.
So yeah, the very last 2 pages. It looks like, it
I got page, up to page.
looks like
24.
this, George.
Yeah, they got added after I made copies and sent them. Because they received them after I sent the board packet.
10 many copies.
This is gonna be a grueling day for those people, you know, 2 interviews and then me. and
That's
then
how I
me,
felt,
me,
yeah.
me.
Oh, they're gonna
I hope they
run
got
it
hooked
from
up
us.
for the night.
Okay, so I'm gonna put here under refreshments that George is going to coordinate with takeout, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Okay,
tables and chairs, we're just doing the bleachers,
fine, yeah.
okay? And then he has said he is requiring face masks, which is fine, and then Shelby's gonna do advertisement for us. And then I'll get with him on getting our, I'll get with him on seeing if we can get this stuff released out to Ted and Shelby so they're a little bit more informed and not in the dark about what we're doing.
What I
Okay.
just missed.
Don't forget then, you guys need to have your questions in by Friday to Bob. Okay, I haven't even freaking started mine, so
It's a big list.
it
It makes
is,
it-
Oh, did
But
you
it makes it
need,
easier that way.
yeah.
and we have everybody's coming? Did everybody agree of the businesses?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Norma. So the people that he has, wait,
For the businesses, for the community members.
oh, yes, hold on, I have that. I have that.
So the only thing you missed,
Hold that
only thing you
thought,
missed
Norma.
was that we were just
Um,
talking about refreshments and
Okay.
speakers and stuff. That was it.
Guys,
Okay,
I've got to take this call. I think
Okay.
we have something wrong with my brother.
Uh-oh. Okay, Norma, I have it here, don't worry. It's here somewhere. It's on a yellow piece of paper. Okay, right here. All right, so. It looks terrible.
but everybody agreed? That's what I was
Sort
wondering.
of.
Okay.
So Lisa was a yes for sure, Lisa M.
Okay.
Tori Griggs for sure. George said Rick Stokel was on board. David told me Michael Graham was on board, and I spoke to Karen and she's on board. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the business people. You were going to talk to Yvonne,
Yeah,
and what did she say?
she's a yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good. Great. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, thank goodness. David said Rebecca Rempo was a yes. I still need to call Maria Richards. I'm sure she'll be around, but I need to, I have a
shoot.
sticky note on my thing to
Yeah.
ask her. You have Yvonne, which is great. I'm putting her there.
Oh, wait, I thought she was business.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter. She is both, just like Tori's kind of both.
Okay,
And so everybody's kind of both because they're all in the community.
okay, because I did ask somebody else and they said yes, for my community person.
Perfect.
Okay,
Who else did you get?
Luis, Gambero,
Okay, help me out here.
Luis
Cam
Gambero.
Barrow. Cam.
Oh,
Barrow.
sorry.
Yeah, but Luis?
Luis Gambero,
Yeah.
Cambero.
So Myra is out.
Yeah, Myra, she can't do it. She's got clients that
Okay.
day.
So how many people are you having?
There'll be 10. 5 business, 5 community members.
1, 2,
Wow,
3.
do they all
4.
ask questions?
Three
So-
questions, but already made.
So Sarah is
Sarah.
out.
Sarah-
Okay, Sarah was a backup. I'm sorry, Christina Hood. She was gonna get
Okay,
back to you.
yeah, and she hasn't got back to me.
Okay, so
we'll just leave it at
it's
that.
okay, yeah, because we have Luis.
Because we have Luis.
And
yeah.
then we'll have Maria Richards
Okay,
on there.
yeah, so
and
I just won't
Rebecca
reach.
Renfro and Marie Scheimer, and we have Yvonne, and she crosses over to both.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and if Christina gets back to you, it's not a big deal.
I don't think- yeah,
But I'm
it's
just
not gonna
saying,
hurt.
Like, if she
Yeah.
gets back to you, then it's like, okay, great, thanks.
Yeah,
Not a big deal.
okay.
yeah.
So that's fine, okay.
Okay,
Because they have a person that will be in there that will be directing their questions, like, and they'll be in there to just fill out their paperwork.
Mhm.
yeah,
One of the SDAO people will be in there, from my understanding.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So are the community members and businesses, are they looking at their resumes as well? Or-
No,
No, it's just pure
no,
questions.
it's pure questions, yeah,
So-
so they get like certain questions that we are going to
Okay.
And like,
narrow down.
Our last meeting, we talked about, like, my community member and my business person that I nominated, they are coming up with their own questions, and they're getting those to me, and I'm sending those on. I mean, that's how I'm doing it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, because it didn't make any sense for me to write business questions when
Yeah,
that's not my aspect. Okay, but the business person would understand what kind of questions they want to know. So I asked them to get those to me this week so I can send them off.
all right, so those people, they only have 3 questions.
Not necessarily. So Bob is doing a compilation
Uh-huh.
of all the questions, and then he's gonna put that together, and
Okay,
then John and I are gonna narrow down things.
okay.
It doesn't mean that they're gonna get asked 10 times 3, 30 questions in that hour.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Well, they basically have 2 different interviews for an hour and an hour, so
Yeah.
you can only ask so many questions in
Yeah.
that time frame anyways,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the interview won't be a full hour. just
Right.
'cause you can't.
Now,
Right.
I didn't, I meant to look at that, and I meant to
So John and I are supposed to narrow it down once we turn in the list,
community to.
supposedly. That's the impression I got, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So when you guys decide who you want, I will tell you who I think would be the best one.
Yeah, that night, you're gonna get a chance to talk to us.
Oh, you want me to talk to you? gonna
Yeah,
interview
you
me?
gotta give us your input.
Yeah, because after we're all done, after the 6 o'clock meeting, after we're done at 6,
That's when
we'll get together and we'll probably come back down here, I imagine.
We
and
do.
We'll discuss. We'll
Okay.
get the input from what he got from SDAO, from what they got from the community interviews. We'll go through all that.
Alright.
And that'll be
And
the time for you.
I do apologize. I have this, but it was sent to us and he only sent it to us. So I have a question. I mean, I just need to get his approval that we can release it to everybody else, and then I can give you the itinerary and you'll know what's
Okay.
happening,
All right,
including our schedule. So,
all right.
yeah,
Mhm.
and he does state that in here, that he's gonna, I mean, he's even pulling people's opinion from the community at the meet and greet.
Which is
even.
nice. I
And he's
really like
gonna
that.
then bring it to us afterward.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's why he's so particular about cutting it off at 6, so that by the time we get to 6:30, he's gonna have more comments for us
Okay,
to go into our executive session and make decisions.
all right.
Okay,
Yeah.
and there is nobody, that's what I meant to check on. There's nobody going back to back from
Correct.
one meeting, one group from the community to us or us to them. There's a definite break. Okay,
Okay,
So, when do we eat?
okay,
Sorry.
at 12, okay.
At 12.
Well,
That's on my
hour.
list. That's on my list
Like,
here.
where's my-
So,
So 12 to 1, okay, because at 1:15 is the next.
yes,
So I'm gonna need some guidance from him on how to post this.
so we need to
'Cause there's
provide a
different-
lunch, like a box lunch for those people that are interviewing, don't
yes,
we?
we
The
do
10,
lunch for everybody. And then for us too.
Yeah,
right? So
Okay.
what are you proposing?
Oh, I'm not proposing, I'm asking.
I say
What
we
do you
just
like?
do box lunches from Sunrise.
You can't do that. You
What?
work there.
I don't work there, I volunteer
For
there.
tips. You work there.
I think a
work there
box lunch for
tips.
everybody makes sense,
Okay, we
Might do
can
that.
get a box lunch from the lodge, it doesn't matter.
but no, yeah, I think they should be provided for the, especially people
Oh,
that
yeah.
are, do
Yeah.
community.
Yeah,
Yeah, our
Wise.
people that.
Okay.
But even though, even the people that are interviewing should have something. That's some aspect, and
Correct.
that's for, I mean,
correct. They can take it back to their room and go eat it, but yeah,
and it's right, and it's right. by
Right.
their
So you want
hotel,
box
we're gonna-
lunches, okay? Then I will work on that.
okay.
With who I
so-
choose.
Just so you know, I don't get tips out of the box lunches.
All right, I'm gonna put a note here, George.
Yeah, I'll make sure Norma has to make them all.
All right,
I won't
Okay.
be there that day.
okay.
It's not that day, it's the day before.
No, they do in the day.
What else
after.
have you ever done when when we do stuff. I'm trying to think of what you've done for us when we have meetings and you. Just pizza, huh? Like we're.
We've done
we'll do-
pizza. I've done
Well,
tall.
I used
He
to-
rotates around the business.
Well, the first time we did this several years ago, I would bring like lasagna.
Yeah, yeah.
And cook that, you know, some other stuff.
Oh, you know, Macarios did do like a small plate for the track club. They just did
Fundraiser
a
one.
plate of
Yeah, that was
enchilada,
good.
rice and beans.
Right.
Yeah, they do an individual, they do
And it
individual. I've
was,
done it for
and
my
it
staff.
was small, it wasn't something
fine.
big, it was like a small one, which was kind of nice to not have a big plate like this, it was a small,
Speak for yourself.
oh, okay.
But yeah, they've done that, they do that, I've done that for my staff, it's pretty.
Do you
Yeah.
think like a bread sandwich thing's more across the board then? I mean, what if people have issues with beans? They didn't take their bean
I
out.
guess we'll, yeah, deal with that. I don't think
I
it's,
think that's
I think
their
we're
problem,
overthinking,
not
I
ours.
think we just get, it doesn't matter what, we either get that or we get a box lunch, it's all gonna be good. It's, people are gonna appreciate.
What if
the
people are
food.
gluten free? We need to find out.
It's okay. They just won't eat.
How about we
That's
order
terrible,
like
isn't
5
it?
salads and, you
God.
know, just in case,
That could
in
happen.
case they are gluten free,
Okay, do the box lunches. You figure it out.
5 chef salads.
Doesn't hurt.
Just to have
Probably
it.
a
Do me a
good,
favor, do me a favor.
We can-
I need the list. Take picture of it, send it to me,
of people,
of the people. Okay,
you can figure out their gluten free or not.
I'll get this figured out.
Gotcha.
And the candidates too.
So the candidates, are they from the area or are they from,
They are not,
No, there's no locals.
not one of them is local.
they live in the state?
It's sad.
Only one.
Oh. So people will be traveling. to get here.
Yeah,
Okay.
So picture of the panel,
yeah.
the
Of your yellow
people on the
paper.
panel. Okay.
Wait, a picture?
No, it's okay. Yeah, he's
Sorry.
got, yeah, ask it for names.
My brain's
Picture of people on panel. Okay, Shelby, I'll try to get you looped in on this. You're probably like, oh God, please, don't loop me in on it. You probably want me to stay. You're like, no, Krista,
It's
you and
okay.
George take care of that.
I'm just having fun watching you guys kind of circle just around trying to figure out what you're doing.
Okay, anything else on the consulting services, March 7th,
Okay,
email and communication?
Make sure we get our questions in by Friday.
Yes.
That's Pretty
And
crucial.
then you have a lot of follow-up, obviously, with Takeo. And
wait,
lunch.
are we doing tables or no?
No,
Okay,
Oh, so a lot of times at the meet and greet, there will be snacks there for community members.
Yes,
So yes on that.
mhm,
and that's what you were gonna check with Keiko, right?
yeah.
yeah,
think
I
there
was
should-
thinking you were gonna just let Takeo
No,
handle
I-
that. Can you do that?
Yeah, that'd be easy.
Okay, tell her to have, we're not talking like fancy
Cheese and
stuff. Let's
crackers.
just do, yeah, cheese and crackers and some cookies.
And water.
And yeah, I'm sorry, we should probably get them to
Probably
something to
just
drink.
do
They
water.
have to drink out of the
Cheese
water
crackers,
fountain. It's the cookies
cookies.
for the kids.
And grapes.
Maybe some grapes.
Yeah. Strawberries.
Okay,
Prefer.
but tell her not to go overboard. This is just you've been to them. I haven't even been to one. So whatever's typical, okay?
Okay, got it.
I'll let you handle that with her. She seemed willing, so we might as well. let
Well,
her
she
help
was
out.
just, she was confused. She was
Yeah.
just wanting to know.
I think we're
if
all confused.
George's,
I still don't
Yeah.
see where she's asking for that stuff.
it's.
Right
on
at the
her
March
page.
7th meet and greet, it's right at the top.
Who's in charge of
Yeah.
that? Who's in
March
charge of
7th,
that?
meet and greet.
Oh, we can buy it.
Meet.
We need to-
Yeah.
but that- nothing
And
about
she
food.
does, and just make sure she understands that the facility is open. She needs
Yep.
to have her regular staff on hand, not extra staff, just regular staff
Yep.
on hand. And then,
We can talk about
and
that.
if whatever she wants to help clean up, because we won't be. So, and I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just saying, we have other stuff to do,
Yeah.
so we can't help clean up. So she'll need to take care of whoever needs to help her clean up that day. Okay. Okay. Blah, blah, board bylaws and policies.
Okay, so, remember, it was an executive session that we talked about, I think.
Yeah. So basically, we can just table it if if we don't have any updates to the fact that there's not anything new to review. Just that we do know that as the board, we cannot make decisions or sit in on any kind of hiring processes and that kind of stuff. Is the only thing I was
Yeah, so,
bringing out. of that.
and we don't necessarily have to have bylaws from what I
We have to have
remember.
policies.
Correct,
Yeah, we
Correct,
have to
no
have
bylaws, just
policies. Okay, yeah,
policies,
so we
yeah.
can take the bylaws out.
okay,
We
Yep.
don't need to have those. But policies, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and we do have old policies, so,
yes.
and I need to look those over because I haven't had time.
Okay, employee background check. So Shelby told us she handed that. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't read it. So are we gonna table that?
We need to table
Yes,
it.
table.
Thank you. Tabled to another meeting. Okay, and new business. So Norma, you,
Can I, sorry. to
oh, yes,
interrupt you.
yes, yes.
For
of
that
course.
table business, could you just resend that in our next packet?
Mhm.
Like, so that way it's just in there, there's a reminder, like, hey, let's make sure we look at it.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry.
New business temperature at the rec center, Norma.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
so. I've gone to a few indoor pools and I've never felt the feeling of not wanting to come back. It was freezing in that bathroom. As soon as you walk in, I mean, I had to take Emery to the restroom like 3 times. So coming out of the pool, going into the restroom, I mean, it is freezing. It is so cold. I don't think I've ever felt that way before in any indoor pool facility. So I was wondering, how can that be fixed or changed?
Has it always been that way or just now?
Well, I feel like that's one of the reasons why I never went back, was because it was too cold for me.
And are you talking
Coming
in
out
the
of the
locker
pool.
rooms?
Yeah, in the locker room. I mean, leaving the pool, obviously you can't turn those huge fans off.
Well, see, it's 85 degrees temperature in
The pool's fine.
Right,
The pool is fine.
yeah, the bathroom, I don't know, I'll have to check.
It
into
is
that.
so cold.
I'll check into that. 'Cause
Yeah.
The men's doesn't seem that bad at all.
Oh, no, yeah, Jared complained about it. He's like, did you feel that? And I was like, you guys have that too? And he's like, yeah, it's freezing.
I think the whole facility, like outside of the pool area is on, I know it has individual thermostats, but I want to say it's on the same temperature throughout the whole facility for those thermostats.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never had that issue before anywhere else. And I think that's the reason why I never had gone back to the pool, because I went there when it first opened.
Yeah.
And I remember that was my experience, that it was really, really cold. And I was just like,
Did you go in there from the pool into the locker room?
yeah, because she had to go change, she had to go to the
Well, that's
bathroom.
part of,
I say you're
yeah,
gonna
that's
be.
part of it though. I mean,
Yeah.
you're going from 85 degrees into maybe 72, which is, is pretty cold. Because you're used to the 85, and I don't know if you were swimming or not. If you were.
I was just
then-
standing there watching the kids.
Yeah, so, but I'll check into it tomorrow, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah, see what's going on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
BCDA survey results. Did you guys have a chance to look at that?
yes.
So they were, it was kind of interesting, I thought. And they had great ideas. Does anybody have theirs? It was really interesting, I thought. Did anybody have any comments on it? No?
One comment was that there are some things there, it was nice that we've been talking about. So
Yeah.
that was a really
Yeah.
positive. I was like, okay,
Mhm.
good, we're
Yeah,
kind
I
of on
was
the
like,
same
oh.
track and maybe some of the
Yeah,
people in our community. And then there was a few others that were like, that'd be interesting to think
Yeah.
about.
yeah. The swim team for the school would be outstanding. Like, I would just
Yeah.
love to see that.
We'll
It's Oregon
never
State,
be
yeah.
able to have.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who put down remodeled
What do you mean
bathrooms in
never?
Marina Park and more?
We don't have a legit.
No.
pool.
It
Oh, at
was
the-
not.
At the rec center.
It was
We-
not.
our pool-
I
No,
didn't even
but if
participate
you have
in
a
it, so I'm
swim
not sure who
team
that was.
that goes out and
That's
doesn't
it.
necessarily have to
Isn't
swim
it?
at home,
Yeah.
Because we're doing that right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
as long as they
Yeah.
have the place to
Yeah.
practice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But like I
no, it
said,
is. It
we will
was, they
never
had
be
some
able to
good.
host a meet.
Yeah, now sand volleyball court, we used to have, and I built it.
Oh,
in
yeah.
1991,
Oh,
but nobody wanted to use it, so we just planted grass on
oh,
I
okay.
thought it
Yeah.
was being used.
it. No, nobody used it at all.
I thought
Because
they
sand,
were.
planting on sand is really hard.
Not to
I
mention
thought
the
they were
gonads
using.
that
I
we have.
remember going and people would
Yeah.
use it.
But if they want to use it, we can fill the grass and then, have.
I
sand
want to
there.
use it for soccer.
There's-
Remember, I wanted to do that tournament
Yeah,
in the sand. That'd be awesome.
And did they have Shelby had mentioned indoor soccer. Is that on that list?
It's all over that list. It should
it?
be.
Yeah.
If it's on the, if he's looking at the rec questions,
Uh-huh.
it is all over those indoor soccer facility.
Yeah, that was such a huge request when we built the rec
Yes.
center. Like they,
Yeah, why didn't it
Everybody
happen? Because
wanted
that's what I
that.
heard.
yeah,
And then it didn't go through, so.
well, that's because it got outvoted,
hmm.
unfortunately. I
Outside-
think it would be great too.
yeah,
It
outside
really does.
basketball.
I think the town needs it.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think the rec center can put it in, but the
Oh,
town does need it.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think it would be super easy. I was telling Shelby, it'd be super easy to put
Mhm.
I
in.
mean, I already bought a ton of turf. I spent $5,000 of my money for that turf, and I was just gonna do it at my house. But it's too much work and too much money. I was like, okay. no
Yeah.
more money.
But it would
So,
be, it'd just be a matter of even putting together one of those, getting funds
Metal
from like
forms,
BCDA to put in one of those enclosed metal. you
kind of
know.
like the field house.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It'd be
I'll
super
donate
easy.
my turf to it
Yeah,
because that's what I bought it
but
for.
gosh, it would be well attended, let me tell you. That'd be pretty awesome.
Oh
if we
yeah,
could
my
find
son
the
goes
ground
to
put
indoor
that on
soccer every
too.
day. He does indoor soccer every day,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, the last one.
Oh, which one are you looking
I
at?
don't think the rain would ever be dirty. I mean, the bathroom would be dirty.
I think-
once in a while, but you clean it.
I feel like they mean maybe like because of the geese poop.
Oh. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
So whoever wrote that doesn't understand that we can't just go plant trees wherever we want. And that a lot of this beach isn't even ours. Like that beach down there is not ours.
No,
That's the ports.
Market 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is, because we're maintaining it. We go and use a chisel on it a couple times a summer.
Yeah,
And same way in this beach here, use a chisel on it, keep the weeds down.
Yeah.
But that one.
I
at
would
the end of
never
the
call our
season-
park gross though.
Well,
That was
down-
pretty harsh. I
Down
thought.
there, there's that seaweed that gets on the shore and it stinks, and there's a lot
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually I think in September, late August. Yeah.
This one doesn't even fall under ours, does it? The one right here at the Y?
Sailboard Beach,
What's it called?
Sailboard Beach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's us.
Yeah, that's us.
That is us. It's our ground.
Yes,
It's in our
It's
lease.
in our lease. yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but there's nothing we can do about that because it's all erosion, so it needs to stay where it is.
Yeah, we chiseled that one as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I don't know what else we can do.
I know.
Well,
I
I
thought it
would
was
I would
pretty
just say
harsh.
some of these are just, they're whatever suggestions that people may not know, and it's not
Yeah.
personal. It's like, okay, well, you can only do what you can do.
Well, I take it personal.
Yeah.
Well, especially when they
But
say
I'm just
things
saying,
like,
you can only do what
Yeah,
what
I
we're
know,
able to
I
do,
know.
and that's it. I mean, we
Yeah.
can't.
yeah, and they just don't know any better because they were saying cleaning programs would be great, which we have obviously staff that's,
Mm.
yeah. Or maybe they went in, you just don't know. Maybe they went and used it when, when somebody's paraphernalia was
Yeah.
lying around.
Yeah.
You don't know. Okay. All right, so on to.
I have a new item if you want.
Yeah.
I went and spoke with Karen and the new assistant manager. About our contract with the city for maintaining their park.
Yeah,
It's an intergovernmental agreement is what it is. So to renegotiate, how much we're getting paid. The last time we did that was 2011.
oh, wow,
Yeah, and so we were getting around 32,000 a year. And so now we're I negotiated up 43,716.
Nice. How much?
43,716.
Perfect.
We build them for 8 months a year. The first one starting April 1st, and then the last one November 1st. And then the winter, we don't build them at all because there's not much work to do. Oh yeah, and you need to sign this. Krista.
Okay.
So.
That's really great, though.
Yeah.
Good job.
But
What were
we've-
we
But
look-
we've increased the number of fields too,
Yeah.
that we're gonna maintain.
Yeah, there's been a little bit. We talked about doing the dog park, but the city thinks they can take care of it for now. And if they can't, then they'll come to us to do that.
That's another 30,000.
Yeah. With all the
That's
dog
extra
food.
with the dog food. Yeah, that's nasty. Okay. When I was down for a walk last weekend, I'm sorry, I'm on your report now. I saw that somebody broke, the basketball thing, which really stunk. But they obviously have that cleaned up now.
Pardon?
It's all cleaned up now, obviously.
Yeah, what's on the ground.
Oh, the glass isn't picked up yet?
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, okay.
One of the guys over there cleaned it up.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, I didn't realize they were actual glass. I thought it was like plexiglass.
Oh,
And
yeah.
somebody either threw rocks through it or,
Yeah, that's too bad.
yeah.
Because didn't BCDA pay to have that done?
it did.
Yeah, that's too bad.
So, but for a public park, the best thing is steel backboard. You know, because you can't really damage them.
Yeah. Did you let them know that somebody had busted it?
Yeah, we
Say that
told
just once.
Tori.
Yeah, hopefully they'll pay to have that replaced. That was,
No, it was a promotion.
so how are the showers and all that looking?
Well, the men's is done,
Okay.
and he started on the women's yesterday.
Nice,
And so the men's looks really good.
good.
He did a very good job of tiling. We have kind of a white and a gray tile for the floor, which looks pretty modern, so. And
Could
then we-
you,
We did a lot of replumbing in there too. The mixer valve,
Mhm.
copper mixer valve or brass one, you know, inside the wall, we replaced those, put shut-offs for those.
nice.
Just redid everything on both the showers.
Could you take a picture for us and then just have Shelby print it off in color for us?
I'm just
So we
gonna
could
go
see
over
it?
there. Just
Good.
gonna drive over there.
Coming in.
Well, you're not gonna be able to get in without the code.
Oh, yeah, so
So can I get a
Sorry.
code?
go ahead and tell.
I don't even know what the code is.
No, I just meant like tell them that you got.
Oh,
those, 'cause they don't
wait,
even know.
We're
we
on
have people
public, don't-
online.
C1.
Don't-
No.
oh,
Stop, no.
Yeah,
we're
never
on
mind.
camera.
We have
We
somebody
don't
else.
want Corbin,
Okay.
telling all of his
Just
friends.
text me.
Corbin's like, just wait.
Corbin's like.
Was it? Oh, I want that bathroom code, yeah.
He's gonna have all his vandal friends down there just vandalizing the crud out of it. Yeah, it's great. But yeah, so I don't know that Shelby's the one who told me that they put combination, you have to have.
No,
your
yeah, they
combination.
told us last meeting
Oh,
that they
was
were
that
gonna do
last
that.
meeting?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right,
We've had a lot of
Um,
meetings, so.
yeah.
yeah, it's funny how they all run together. All right, Okay. all right. Ted, did you have anything else?
No.
I'm so excited that you have a new contract. I will take that, by the way. And then,
Thanks.
did anybody have any questions on the other ones?
No, I'm just glad all this pool and plumbing and electrical stuff is getting fixed at the rec center.
If you guys hadn't been, I didn't update you, the pool is gonna be open as of Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday, okay.
Nice.
Well, Ted, I'd like,
I know, people are like-
let our maintenance guy know that I appreciate his recap of everything. It's very detailed, so it's nice.
Yeah,
And I would say, tell both of them, let's use our logos.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
do like that on yours and
Well, no,
Scott
there's
used to do it. I think it looks more professional.
Well, he does have a front page where they didn't give it to you because it was a waste. of
It's-
ink.
Oh,
yeah, it's right
it is.
here.
I'll send them our letterhead.
It's right here. Oh, sorry, here.
I'll send them the letterhead so they can use it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think the pool has their own letterhead, right?
yes.
Yeah, and then
We'll go through on that.
Oh, sorry, about Craig Ortega's reports. Are commenting on any of those? No,
they're good.
okay. Under other business, good Lord, I don't know what I'm doing here back and forth. I do want to remind the board again, and I'll tell David since he was absent, but it is so very important that we as board members hold ourselves to a higher standard when we are discussing our park, our rec center, our employees, our policies. Just try to remember that any negativity that we express is going to, if we make that flow down into the public, then they obviously have that impression, and they, word of mouth spreads like wildfire. So we, especially with the meet and greet coming up, with people asking, how are things going? Who have you hired? Just everything needs to be positive. I don't care if you guys don't think it is. Just try to be positive for the park's sake, that we're having a positive takeaway from this whole process and this whole turnover. Okay. For now, we need a year of peace, and we need our public to be happy with our decisions. And I think that starts with us. And our attitude that we bring to the table when we come to these events. And if anybody has anything else, please so state. Otherwise,
Budget committee.
oh, Shelby, gosh, thank God for you.
it says it on here.
So Shelby pointed out to me, I'm so sorry, I wrote it right up top and I just went right over it.
Yeah.
Shelby pointed out to me that we need to put together our budget committee again. And how many people are we supposed to have?
So the budget committee, it's 5 people. You guys can nominate however you want to. It is supposed to be a 3-year term when we assign these people to that. We didn't express that to them last year, so last year we had David Jones, Blair Purcell, John, Dirksen, and then Michael Hughes.
Okay,
So David Jones and then Blair had a really hard time. Blair had a hard time getting on last year, so he didn't attend. David didn't attend either.
okay.
Yeah, I
So,
did.
I think I was
David
on
Jones, David Jones did not. No, it was John that was in person.
It was
And
Michael
Michael
and
Hughes.
I, yeah, Michael and I were in person.
Yep, and then Dirk was on Zoom.
Dirk was on Zoom.
Tony was really, Tony
Oh, that's right.
Connell, she attended, like her little stint we had her for, she was diligent and she showed up.
Okay,
She asked questions. She was actually a really good person. If I had to choose somebody out of the 5, I would probably ask her again. That would be my choice.
Yeah.
Does
So I
anybody
just
else have
need-
anybody?
if
Norma,
you
do
guys don't have
somebody?
names tonight, at least over the next week, if you could email me. That way I could reach out and see if they'd be interested, so we can get a
What
list
about-
together.
How about
You said-
Emerald?
You said David, Blair, Dirk.
We had David Jones, Blair Purcell, Dirk Dirksen, Michael Hughes, and then John was one last year.
Luis attends our meetings. Would he be interested in?
Oh, I'm sure he would.
I think he would.
Yeah,
That would be a good one.
I really appreciate the fact that he comes to those. So with the exception of tonight, he's been very diligent. So let's try Luis as well, and Tony,
okay.
and
Do we want to ask any of last year's to return? I mean, I can reach out.
you can,
So,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, I don't think it hurts.
Yeah, I would ask Blair, see if he wants to do
So I'll put, so Luis. And.
Yeah, find out how many from last year's that don't want to, and you got replacements there.
Okay.
Okay,
And we need at least 3 to show up.
Yes.
yes.
That's what happened. That's what happened this last summer.
Yep.
They had to have, not everybody showed up, so we had to have a quorum, which was 3.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah, because you have your board too.
I think I was at that meeting
Like I
You
said,
were online.
Tony,
on Zoom.
Yeah,
Tony would be here. She's really reliable and she's been here before. So, and Luis, like I said, I bet he's pretty reliable. So we have 2 of those probably. But yeah, just call the people from last year and see what they want to do. And does anybody else have any other comments?
I was thinking Emerald, but I don't know if she's too busy.
If she's not in sports, she would be a good one to bring on too. Yeah,
You know,
I agree. Might ask her.
because she's, you know,
she shouldn't be by,
Atlantis?
she shouldn't be by then.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay,
she should be in sports by then.
No.
Yeah,
So
try
I
her.
don't think Chase is gonna do Little League.
Oh, it's way over. Isn't it?
yeah, let's see if she'll come on board. Like, that would be good. She's new, so new to that. So let's see if she'll do that for us. Make it sound like it's a privilege.
it is.
It's a good way to get someone in board here. Right,
Oh, I
John John?
will set it in. Okay. Maria Bridges. Okay, I need a motion, somebody.
This is your favorite thing.
I'll
Good.
make a motion to end the meeting.
Thank you.
Second.
All in favor?
I.
All right.
Ah.
I just don't like
All right,
talking.
an hour and 20 minutes. That's a record.
2 hours.